Today I'm going to be giving my honest review of Rusherhack Client. As you can see, I've got it enabled right now. Right off the bat, I do want to say that this is not sponsored at all. I bought this client with my own money, and that means I can say, of course, whatever I want. With that being said, Rusherhack is absolute horseshit. Now, okay, let's get into the review. So yeah, Rusherhack is a paid client. It costs 20 bucks, which is not that bad. It's a bit cheaper than most of the competition. Personally, I'm not a big fan of paid clients, and 20 bucks is definitely the most I'd ever spend myself on a client, and so here we are. Right off the bat, Rusherhack is pretty easy to use. You get the installer login with your account, and then you can simply click on this install button right over here, and that'll install the entire client for you, which works really well. So inside of Minecraft, you're immediately met with this custom background as well as the Rusherhack account manager over here. Basically, this has an included alt manager, console, waypoints for Baritone, as well as a relations tab where you can add friends and enemies that you can set for specific modules to target. With that, in this area, you can also directly manage the HUD editor as well as the Click GUI right from the home screen, but I'll get to both of those once I'm inside of Minecraft. Alright, so what I've heard about Rusherhack this far is basically that it's very similar to Future, except that it works on the latest versions, of course. Right now I'm using it for 1.21.1, which is the latest version, and it will continue to update to later versions as well, but you can basically use this for any Minecraft version you want to use it for. I've heard it's great for 2b2t, stuff like Crystal PvP as well. Anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. So in their Click GUI, Rusherhack has a whopping 161 modules. In the HUD editor, they have 31 HUD elements, and excluding Baritone, they have 41 custom commands that can be accessed with the asterisk. So as you guys probably saw, this client runs on Fabric. I can press on P over here, and that is going to open up this Click GUI area, which as you can see is really quite large. There's a bunch of utilities over here. It works exactly how you would expect any client to nowadays. Click on them to turn them on, once again to turn them off. 3 dots over here, you can right click on this, and then as you can see, you'll get an entire customization menu for the specific utility. For the rest, I like this Click GUI, nice colors, looks pretty clean, isn't obtrusive on my screen over here. As you can see in the top, you can toggle all of the categories if you want to do so to clean this area up. There's also a search bar over here if you're looking for something specific. For the rest in this client area, as you can see, there's a bunch of customization with the HUD as well as really the entire Click GUI. You can change the keybind, which is, as I said, by default set to P over here. The scale is by default 1, and sometimes depending on your resolution it can scale a little weird, so feel free to play around with that. And you can set a theme for this Click GUI area as well. As you can see, opening this up, these are currently all set to Classic, which is the only theme included by default. I'm pretty sure you can make your own themes, haven't exactly seen how yet, but as you can see in its Classic area over here, you can change the look of the Classic theme and just change the theme. For the rest in this main menu bit, you get access to, well, the Shader Manager, Alt Manager, as well as the Realms button from inside of Minecraft over here, and then we of course have Baritone as well, which I'll get to in a second. For the rest, this client also has a really extensive HUD manager. As you can see, this entire area is quite large, and of course it's a HUD editor like you would expect there to be. Anyways, if I close out of this, you can also open this up with the comma key on your keyboard. As you can see, a few things are enabled by default. I haven't enabled anything just yet. As you can see, when you enable something, you can drag it over here. Of course, you can right click on these for the customization menu, where you can customize quite a bit, but not the scale of the actual utility itself. For the rest, this also doesn't have grid snapping. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of grid snapping. It does snap sometimes if you bring it close enough to a thing. It will snap, as you can see, to there, or for example to here it'll snap, but there's no grid snap. But for the rest, all the HUD elements that you would need are just over here. If you go to this Windows area, you'll be once again brought to this place we saw in the beginning. One thing I didn't go over then was this configs area over here. Obviously, Rusherhack has an entire config system. Here you can create as well as load configs. And finally, as for Baritone, it's Baritone as you would expect it. As you can see, you can use the hashtag command prefix, and if you type help in chat just like that, it'll give you all the available commands. I have a full tutorial on my channel exactly detailing how you can use Baritone, including for the latest versions of Minecraft. So overall, I'm going to have to say that Rusherhack is definitely a very decent client. Opening up the Click GUI, you have really everything that you would need. The client really isn't missing anything. As for the fact that it works for the latest version and will also continue to update, is of course fantastic. There aren't really that many clients that work for the latest version anymore, and that is of course something we love to see. For the rest, on the Click GUI area, for the utilities, basically everything that I have tested has worked perfectly. And from all the things I've heard of other people using this client, it's definitely a pretty good one. So, I will link their website down in the description below if you want to get it for yourself, together of course with my Discord server where you can find more information about this client as well as a bunch of other clients. Anyways, for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I do of course hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.